Good afternoon, welcome back to Callum on the Vlogs YouTube channel. Callum on the Vlogs here, and today I'm filming a little vlog at Thorpe Park. Just 2 hours at the park today, just under that. Thought I'd film a little one anyway, seeing as it's not too busy. But anyway, going towards the dome. Familiar walk for me, even though I have not filmed a vlog here yet. But so I don't think it's too busy today. I think the maximum queue is 30 minutes, and that was on HYPERIA. So that is looking amazing for today. Here's a Thorpe Shark. Cabins, the hotel over there. Not the biggest, not ample space, but it is great. So I won't be doing any water rides today because I don't fancy getting soaked. But you will join me as I go on a few rides with no on-ride POVs because Merlin does not allow on-ride POVs, sadly. You don't want to drop your camera, but here we are, the dome. So it's a bit dark in here, but it gets a bit brighter once your eyes adjust. There's a lot of arcade games in here. Big drop, 2p machines. There's a new room back there, I haven't seen that before. The cafe, the island shop over there. And there's the big main screen with Thorpe Park logo on it. So now I'm walking out of the dome and towards Depth Charge, the Swarm and Amity Cove. So I would have a ride on the Swarm, but seeing as Stealth is open and it hasn't been for a while, I might take a ride on Stealth. So I'll just do a little walk now, showing you the little area. You've got the flat rides over here, Vortex over there, the swing ride, Quantum Magic Carpet. We've got Colossus in the background over there, which is the lift hill, and you've got Depth Charge to my right, and I believe that's Storm Surge. The beach is open today. Great for the weather because it is very hot. Well, not very hot, just humid really, but good to see that the beach is open. Tidal wave's open, but again, I'm not going to take a ride on that because I don't fancy getting soaked. But look at this queue. Everything's on mostly 10 or 15 minutes. You join me as I take a walk towards Stealth. So I'm heading towards KFC anyway because I need to grab something in there. Here's High Striker. Amity Kebabs over there. And Swarm, which is the beautiful B&M coaster, B&M wing coaster. Coming up to me on my left is Storm Surge. If you fancy getting wet feet and walking around the whole day with trench foot, this is the ride for you because there's about a foot of water in each boat. Sometimes you get lucky with a boat with not much water in. Here we go towards not Depth Charge. Here we come towards Tidal Wave. Get absolutely soaked on that, obviously. So I won't take back saying that it's not too busy because it's mid-range. Crowd calendar said it was around 30%, but again, that is only 90% accurate. So it is great to see a not busy Thorpe Park. And HYPERIA on a 30-minute queue is unheard of. So I'll head over there later, but for now, I'll come towards Stealth. Stealth is the big white structure other than HYPERIA. HYPERIA is on the left over there, but Stealth is this big spike over here. Tidal Wave's on a 5-minute queue today, but I really don't want to get wet. I'd like to walk home dry. So there goes Stealth. It is great to see that it is launching very fast. Still a bit of a stall on top of the crest. Big easy bumpers, which is the bumper cars to my right. And I can see the entrance to Stealth. So it's looking great. Double Tea Party is also in this area. It's not the most fitted, but it's great if you want to spin around and to get a workout on arm day. All of the bumper cars. And there's Double Tea Party over there. So here is Ben & Jerry's in the Stealth area. It's got the Stealth logo on it. Here is the Airtime Hill, also where you start braking for Stealth. And I cannot see a queue on Stealth at all. But that's great to see that Stealth is running and also having a low queue. And also the updates they did last season was great to see. Really updated. There is the swarm going over there. So you'll join me as I walk towards the Stealth queue line now, and I am looking very forward to it. It's been about a year since I've been on Stealth because obviously the closure, but it's all good. Also, when you walk under that little bit there is the gardens. And they've got the Loggers Leap car over there. You can't see it here, but the Loggers Leap car was from the old log flume. And here we go. Stealth is about to launch to the right of me. So here's a bit of a queue, but there you go. Wow. Very fast. Makes quite a racket as well. I'd say it's around a 15-20 minute queue. Stealth is running 2 trains, so we shouldn't be waiting too long. The onload procedures look a bit slow, sadly. The Stealth front row queue is not open today, but I'll see how long the queue is for the front row when I get to it. So if it isn't too long, then I'll be waiting for a front row ride because I feel it's a lot more smoother on the front. I did a back row ride once, and wow, yeah, my back hurt quite a bit after, I must say. But you get great views of HYPERIA over there. There you go. And I think Stealth is just getting ready to launch again. There you go. Again. So the queue is moving fairly quickly. I've been waiting about 5 minutes and I am coming towards the front already. And the operations are very good. I think they're going within time today, so not too long. I reckon I'll be waiting around 15 minutes. Wow, you have joined me after I've just come off Stealth, and I forget how intense it is sometimes. So I waited about 15 minutes, I think, 10-15 minutes for that, and it never fails. I sat in row 4, so it wasn't too rough, but you do feel the intenseness still. Wow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over towards Colossus now, but I will stop off at KFC first just to get something, maybe a drink. I'm just going to get some sauces. But wow, I'm so glad that Stealth is back open. It definitely feels a bit faster since they've replaced the catch car. Oh, so I'm just walking through Big Easy Boulevard now, and you best believe, wow, that is just, I can't stop raving about it. I'll have to come back at the end of the day and do that. So Nemesis Inferno is on around a 15-minute queue, so I'll miss out for that. But seeing as Colossus is meant to be on a 5-minute queue, I will be going to Colossus. But yeah, I'll head to KFC first, just to do some bits, and then we'll head to Colossus. So in the next clip, you will be seeing me walking to Colossus, most likely on a walk-on, maybe a queue in the station. Today has been so great, even though I've only been on Stealth. So today I'm going to head towards Colossus via The Walking Dead and all of the flat rides, because the entrance is on that way. And then in that way I can head towards HYPERIA, which I cannot wait for. So, HYPERIA is on a 30-minute wait, which is very unheard of. Walking Dead is apparently on a 10-minute queue, so there's a queue in there. I'm surprised at that. But Storm Surge has got the jets on, and best believe they get you soaked, because last time I came here, wow, I was absolutely soaked. And a lot of water just tipped off the side because a boat is coming down. So let's just hope I don't get soaked. I'll get dripped on. Try not to get the microphone wet. But wow, look how wet that is. So I'm coming towards Rush. I feel like Rush has no queue. But I'm not for the flat rides today. I'm here to try and ride as many coasters as I can. Because normally you manage to get on the flat rides, but not the coasters. Again, every time in my vlog I mention the 1 in 2 wins, which are quite rigged because the hoop is an oval. We're coming towards one of the massive claw games, which is also rigged. Yes, Rush is on a 5-minute queue. There is no one there in the main queue. But I'm going to stick to my word and head towards Colossus, next to a very loud speaker. Here we are, Colossus track above me. Lovely intimate track. Some grey clouds are coming above. I'm not looking forward to that. But here's Colossus. So it's great to see that Colossus is running. And it is heading towards the loops. So I will get footage of the rolls. Here we go. A very uncomfortable part of the ride that is, I must say. So we're coming towards the gift shop now. And the Cobra roll, which is a great inversion, but it does hurt your head. To be expected. You've got Refresh and Refill here, which is the Coke freestyle machines. Hyperia is going up the lift hill. Great operations today, I must say, everywhere. Looks like it's going quite slow though. So yes, when it is a very sunny day, make sure to use the free SPF 30 sun cream. And in some areas, SPF 50 sun cream. But a lot of people have just come off their ride in Colossus and they look a bit like a headache. So here is a great spot, I must say, because I think there's a hole somewhere where you can put your phone through. Hyperia's going up there. They'll be coming up to the stall soon. I can't remember where it is, but you can sort of show the great inversions. So we're coming up to the loop of Colossus and the lift hill. So that means that in a second, I will be coming up to the entrance. So there is no queue down there, which is a great sign, but they are running almost full trains. So good to see. Honestly, today is not busy, I must say. So here is the golden Colossus entrance, which looks great, I must say. Planet Donut's still here. Oh, vlog on vlog, there's vloggers over there. So I think Samurai is closed today, sadly. But you now see into the loop. And off they go. Theme Park Madness. Just giving them a shout out. Whoops. So here we are, Colossus, with the test seat, the warnings, and a 5-minute wait. From what I saw, there is no extended queue line, so I'm walking straight into the station. That is a great sign. So it's good to see that Thorpe Park is not busy on a Friday. Wow, but look forward to the school trip soon. Oh dear. So for Colossus, the front row queue is open, and I am going to wait because odd number rows are the best for people with bigger fitting. But I could just go into the queue line normally. So I believe that there's not too big of a queue for the front row. Just a few more people, which is great to see. So you join me as I've just come off a great run on Colossus. And no, that did not hurt too much because I leaned forward and I bashed my head once or twice when it came towards the Cobra roll. But that was a brilliant ride overall. And I'm going to head towards Hyperia because it is only on a 30-minute wait, which is great. Sadly, Samurai is not open at the minute, but that's okay because I'm not really on flat rides today. I'm going to see if I can get 2 rides on Hyperia, but we'll check the time. So Hyperia's going up the lift hill. I must say again, great operations, getting the train sent in and out. There's Colossus. But yeah, it is great to see that he is not too busy today on a Friday afternoon. Vlog on vlog here. It's vlog on vlog everywhere today. I've had 2 vlog on vlogs today. Blimey. So there, 2 inversions on the airtime hill. A brilliant vertical loop. And yes, they have got the technicians on Samurai currently fixing it, which is a great sign to see. So now I'm just walking towards Fearless Valley from obviously the Colossus area, and wow. So it's not too busy, but there is the spurts of people. So Sora's over there, going down the drop. Or it's a bit more rough on Sora, but I recommend sitting on the inside. So yes, here we are. They've got people fixing Samurai, I believe, or were fixing. And yes, again, look, not long after that, they're sending another train out on the lift hill. That is great. I cannot believe it. And yes, they are working on Samurai on the cars. I will walk towards Hyperion now to a fairly busy Fearless Valley, but it does not look too busy. So there is the gift shop and exit for Hyperia, and there is Hyperia itself. Wow, what a great ride it is. It's in my top 3, I must say. It was in my top 5 from the last ride I had, but let's see if that can change today and put it back in the number 1 spot. But here is Deadbeat, the scare maze, which does go on during Fright Nights. You've got the toilets over there. You've got Victorious Games and Burger King, and you have got Find Your Fearless sign on the maintenance shed with what looks like a 30, maybe 40-minute queue, but it cannot be too long, I'm sure, because the cattle pen here is not full, and the cattle pen there is not full over there either, but it is half full. So here we are. I was going to do single rider, but with a queue like this, I think I'm better off just waiting. The advertised 25-minute queue? I think so. Well, let's have a look and see, shall we? I think it will be 30 minutes, because looking by the queue, but how they're sending train outs, again, look at that, they're sending another train out already. Brilliant. So I think I will be waiting 30 minutes. I cannot wait, and I will see you in the next clip when I come towards the station. So I'm slowly veering to the front of the queue in the Hyperia main queue. I've been waiting around 20-25 minutes. I'm not at the front, so again, that is an estimated queue time, so it is never correct. But I'm happy that I'm not waiting in the single rider queue and not getting on. It's better than nothing. So, the best part about today with the Hyperia is the fact that the trains are getting sent in and out. One train gets to the block run, and then the train in the station, once it's hit the sensor, goes straight out. It is brilliant, and I'm glad to see that. And Hyperia has just gone out the station again and up the lift hill. There it goes. They're all starting their climb up 236 feet, finding their Fearless, which is great. And not too long left of the main queue, and I reckon we'll be getting on soon. But I've just noticed that the single rider queue line has just got one person up there. So maybe it would have been worth it, but still, you would have been waiting quite a bit of time, so maybe half an hour. So around the time in the main queue. But it is always a gamble whether you are getting on quickly or getting on slowly. Front row on Hyperia, row number 1, you can't see it. I am so buzzing, I can't wait. Wow, I'm just ecstatic. Wow, I have just come off a front row ride on Hyperion. Wow, that was absolutely amazing. Airtime on that was absolutely brilliant, and wow, I cannot believe that. It sounds funny, but I'm struggling to breathe because that is how out of breath from screaming I am. I'm lost for words, that's all I can say. I think that is probably my first front row ride on Hyperion. My hair is spiked up, and what a great ride that was. I'm going to make Hyperion my last ride of the day now and go for ride number 2 and just make it a common sense, because I always do 2 rides of Hyperion every time I come to Thorpe Park. So it is official, we've made it to the end of the day, and wow, what a day. My heart has dropped because the closing music for Hyperion is playing, and it is so peaceful. It is great to see. Although it does get disturbed by the roar of Hyperia. Barely got the train in there, blimey. See if I can get it coming up the 0G stall. Come on for the second. There it is. But it is the end of the day here at Thorpe Park, and I will film a proper outro when I get to the exit of the park. See you in the next clip. Right, so I've made the mistake again of forgetting to turn my microphone on. So you join me at home now instead of at the exit of Thorpe Park. But yes, that was a great day. I may have only managed to get on 3 rides, but on Hyperia I had 3 rides. So one was just genuinely thinking, oh, I'll have a ride since the queue's low. The second one, I then waited for the last train of the day, and all of a sudden, on the last train of the day, I get 2 times round, and wow, thank you to Andy the engineer, he was brilliant, letting us go around twice. I then came off, and I was absolutely speechless. So yes, sadly, I'm going to have to get into the gist of using the microphones. So sorry if a lot of these clips are me at home, or maybe forgetting to have to do a voiceover because I'm forgetting to turn on the microphone or something like that. But anyway, it does the job. So I've been Cullen on the vlogs. Thank you for watching my Thorpe Park vlog, and I hope to see you in the next one.